Hey team, you're listening to the Best Yet Bodies podcast channel with your two head coaches, Becky and Jordan.
This podcast is created for you with the word value in mind. We want to bring you game-changing content that will skyrocket your body transformation journey and bring you your best results yet.
We've created this channel for your own convenience, so you're able to enjoy exclusive Best Yet Bodies content in your own time and therefore be constantly leveling up.
Remember to subscribe and let's continue the journey of becoming your very best. Welcome team, it is the 14th of March. This is a group coaching call, but we are doing a client hot seat, which is Anna Bennett. And then the next couple of weeks after will be group coaching calls. So I cannot wait to dig super deep into this one. Anna is such a legend. I've been working with her for some time now. I've seen her go through breakups. I've seen her just completely transform in the gym, not only in her physique, but in her confidence as well. I've seen her nail a lot of aspects. I've seen her overcome a lot of hurdles as well. And also, she's got a pretty big future coming up, which I'm not going to speak about. I'm sure she'll speak about. Anna B, let's shoot the shit and let's get into it. Just before I do, actually, can I just share one of your progress pictures?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, right. Let's just touch on this screen again.
Hi, by the way, everyone.
Okay.
The baby's in bed.
Right.
Yes, wins.
Everyone, just have a look at Anna B's progress pictures here. Let me just get this up.
Mad.
They can see it, can't they?
Yeah, can everyone see it? Yeah, Anna, can you see it? Okay, yeah. So this is Anna B's pictures from the front. This is what she looks like. So you can see that she's got a hell of a lot more shape to her. And then I had to put this one here, Anna, got it off your Instagram.
It's a good picture, not gonna lie, it's a good one.
Yeah. I mean, just look at the shape that she's got to her now. And do you know what? Like, it is the thing. I've just looked over, and I have been anyway in Anna's check-ins, looking over her body weight graph, and Anna had done Best Yet Bodies photo shoot, and then. Yeah, like she'd dropped body fat for that. And then, funnily enough, the scales are pretty much where we started. But when you compare progress pictures...
I know, yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, you can see that you've got a hell of a lot more shape to you, which means, and I know how strong you have got as well, which means we have put on a hell of a lot of muscle.
And that is why we always stress to you the scales, like, yes, we're going to go off them, but they are not the be all and end all, because look at that, like, yeah, just insane.
Yeah, exactly that. And the thing is, it does come like part and parcel as well. Like, if you know that you are not being accountable to your calories and, you know, you're not getting your steps in and
you're not training
hard or anything like that, and you're putting weight on, like, don't give yourself a shit excuse that you're putting muscle on because you're not. Like, if you're getting stronger in the gym, if you're training hard, if you're hitting a good amount of protein and being fairly consistent with your food, chances are, and in your progress pictures you can see it as well, chances are, yes, them scales are going to go up, and yes, you are going to be putting on muscle as well. But Anna B, let's get straight into it. So, Anna, everyone knows you probably from the skipping challenge.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Challenge.
Anna made it a skipping challenge.
But Anna, let's shoot this. So who are you, Anna B? Tell us your age, what your occupation is, whereabouts in the world you're from.
So I'm 25 years old. I'm a children's nurse working over in Manchester. And I'm from Shoe Huddersfield, which I know a few members are from as well.
Yep. And I'm not sure if you'd noticed how long that you've been on the team for, but it's been around 14 months.
That's it, yeah. That is crazy.
Which is mental, yeah. This is the thing. Like, a lot of people think, oh yeah, I'm gonna go on some sort of like 12-week transformation and turn my whole life around. Like, I'm telling you, you're not. And we still face obstacles and hurdles, sort of like to this day. Do you know what I mean? So it just goes to show this journey is actually just an ongoing thing. And you are going to come across obstacles. So Anna, let's get into it. What did life look like before joining Best Yet Bodies? Like, what issues were you facing? Were you frustrated at not seeing results? Didn't know what to train? Tell us where you were at.
Yeah, so I think before I joined Best Yet Bodies, I was going to the gym, but I didn't have any knowledge on like what to train, what to do. I think I was hopping from each different machine and feeling very anxious going into like the weight section in front of like all the other like the men, stuff like that. That was a thing. My nutrition, I mean, yeah, it were bad before.
How
I don't
bad?
think like it weren't really even like takeaways really, but I just don't know why I had a thing for cheese and Marmite on toast. Don't even ask why, I don't know. But that used to just eat stuff that just is not no goodness or nothing in it. Like, and yeah, just it's weird to think back because I'm like, it was a long while ago now, and I've been obviously sticking to my routine for like 14 months now. I'm like, yeah, it's crazy how much it's changed.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Don't get me wrong, I was very active before anyway, because obviously I was doing dancing, I was teaching dancing, and then I was going to Manchester doing my nursing and stuff. But yeah, when it came to the gym, I'd just kind of see what people were doing online. And I know in COVID, I was doing them, the 30-day challenges and stuff like that, and doing ab crunches every night to get a thinner waist. Yeah.
What was that? 30-day challenges, Anna?
Yeah, I think there was like a thing, it was like Courtney Black's 30-day challenge, weren't they, in COVID, that everyone were hyping on about, so I did that.
And not to call Courtney Black out here, but why do you not think that worked? Well, let's call her
Just
out.
that it worked sustainable. It was, yeah, it were. I can't even really remember it, to be fair, but yeah, and there were no like input on your nutrition and the look at the exercises you were doing in your bed and then looking what I'm doing now, and it's just, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, why do you think so just the exercises in the bedroom, Anna, were these things like jump squats, like jumping lunges?
Yeah, burpees, and then like sometimes you do weight stuff, but you were never focusing on like the amount you were it was just like the amount of like doing it for a certain period of time. So like doing as many, I don't know, like squats and push-ups, like like that one.
Yeah,
Like, see how many you can do in 30 seconds, or like, and then move on to a different exercise, then doing lunges, then doing burpees. It was all over the place. And I remember only recently, maybe like last year, one of my friends is on a similar, not with Courtney Black, with somebody else. She's on a similar workout regime, and I remember we were in the gym and we were doing one of the workouts that she wanted to do, and at the end of it I was like, what on earth are we like doing? It was just all messy and just bits of everything, and I'm like, oh no, we don't do it like this at BYB. I'll have to bring you to the gym and show you how it's properly done.
That's the difference between just working out for the absolute bants versus like an actual structured training program.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you see it all the time, obviously, like these people that are influencers that have a lot of followers and stuff like that, people that are on Love Island that bring out like the brand new fitness app, and it's marketed in a way that looks absolutely amazing. And obviously Courtney Black's in fantastic shape, and you see all this and you think, I'm telling you this right now, they are not jumping around in the bedroom or living room. Like they're genuinely not in that shape by doing that. It comes from strength training. They've just found a way to make quick and easy money for it. And this is what the whole fitness industry is, unfortunately. And I'll always be honest with you and tell you straight that, there's so many people that are in it, just like there's 5 million different diets out there. There's 5 million different ways to try flog a program out there, like a 10-week glute guide or whatever you want to do. Do you know what I mean? Realistically, if you're wanting to get stronger in the gym, it comes down to weight training. If you're wanting to build muscle, it comes down to weight training. If you're wanting to avoid osteoporosis, which is wear and tear of like your bones and your joints and things like that, it comes down to weight training. Like there's so much that comes down to weight training that not a lot of people are aware of. I'm really happy that you've touched on this, actually, Anna. It's one of them things where if you change your state and get your heart rate up, everyone on this call right now, if I got you all up and told you to do, right, we're going to do 30 seconds of star jumps, 30 seconds of squats, 30 seconds of press ups, I guarantee you'd feel a little bit better after doing it because you've got your heart rate up, you've changed your state a little bit. So when people do these workouts like, oh yeah, buzzing, I feel mint, I've burned X amount of calories like on my Apple Watch, and it doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
These aren't sustainable changes that you're learning here. So I'm really happy that you shared that, Anna, as well.
And I remember after the 30-day challenge as well, remember like you hold up a little piece of paper like October the 1st, and then you hold a little piece of paper at the end like 30th of October, whatever. And then I remember I was just like, why am I not looking like these other girls, you know, like that are like posting like with all these good bodies, like I'm asked to be in shape after 30 days. And then after that, you just kind of go back to, it's done then, isn't it? So then you're just like, oh, I'll just go back to what we're doing. I mean, it's not sustainable.
Yeah, and that's the thing, and that's why it's so important that you've been with us like over a year. Do you know what I mean? Because that's the difference between a 30-day challenge. You cannot learn life-changing, sustainable habits in 30 days. Yeah, it's just not going to happen. But Anna, it's good that you go through that, because then you point of it, you learn what actually serves you in the best way and what actually doesn't serve you as well. Did you had a personal trainer before, didn't you, Anna? And the reason why
like 2018. It's funny actually you've mentioned that, because I remember when I first worked join Best Yet Bodies, might have been a little bit after, I remember messaging Becca. And I remember I scrolled up to the top of mine and Becky's messages, and I'd actually messaged Becca like, hi, like I'm wanting to get into personal training. And I think I was like, oh my God, yeah, like it's amazing what she does. And then I think I was so nervous. I was like, I can't do it. And then I think I just ended up.
Classic.
But then I think me and my friend seeing a guy at the gym, and then she was like, oh, I can do coaching sessions with us at Cal Fitness in Lockwood. It's only like 20 quid. And I was like, oh yeah, that's fine, I'll do it. But that, I mean, it was only for a few weeks. But again, it was much like he'd tell us to do an exercise, he'd watch us do it, next one, and then it'd just be not telling us about a technique or anything, just watching us do it. That's the next one, then you're going to do this. And then it was like no advice on nutrition or anything. And it was just like, yeah, you felt you for doing it, but there were nothing like what you guys are doing at all.
Yeah, and that's the thing about like personal training as well. Like I any single one of you through an hour gym session. All right, I'll see you next week. Do you know what I mean? Like, you've got no support or guidance throughout the week with it. It's just like one of them things that I definitely think personal training has its place. Like, if you actually you need someone to meet you in the gym and have your hand held, but other than that, like, and obviously I was a personal trainer for a bit, but other than that, it is just a case of that, you know, like the reason why I put like the money thing down there as well is because if you're not getting the result that you actually want, it doesn't matter if you're spending $5 a week on it, it's still expensive. Do you know what I mean? It's money that you're not a result and you're not getting it at the end of the day. It doesn't matter if it's £100 for a personal training session or if it's a $5. If you're not getting the result that you wanted, then yeah, it's a bit of a waste.
And I remember even before the session, there were no like goal setting or anything like that. It was just, right, we're going to do this today, we're going to do that. There were like the communication were quite poor, to be fair.
Yeah.
And then as well, like with, at that point, I think I had a bit of an issue with eating anyway. And I used to do that thing where you're on the Apple Watch and you're like, right, okay, burnt 350 calories, right, okay, I can go get a chocolate bar now. Do you know what I mean? I used to be quite in that kind of mindset as well back then.
Yeah.
When I'm not really bothered about that now. I don't really focus on like how many calories I've burnt at all, really. I just do my session and then that's it. Do you know what I mean? And I know if I've gone hard, then that's a good session.
Yeah, I love that, Anna, because where you're currently at as well now, like I know we had this conversation the other day about you sort of like being like, oh, what should we do? Should we take calories down a little bit for this photo shoot? And you're going to be burning enough of doing all of these runs.
That's it. Yeah.
And that's what it's like. That's what it's about, having like the guidance and stuff, you know, because it's easy to second guess yourself and go, oh, like maybe I'm going on holiday or something like this. Maybe I should drop my calories down, and then I'm doing a half marathon as well, and then everything gets a little bit all over the place.
Yeah.
But that's what it comes down to, you know. You will not be the only one on this call, Anna, or in Best Yet Bodies that has looked at their Apple Watch and going, oh, I need to burn X amount of calories because I had a chocolate bar that was 300 calories. As soon as you do that, you know, it does build that bad relationship with food. The best thing that you can do like you are doing now, was flip it on its head and actually use it for fuel, use it as performance. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
love that. So let's just go through this then, Anna. With your structure, 1 being really rubbish, 5 being amazing, where would you say you were at?
Before.
Yeah, structure to like your gym sessions, structure to your eating. Scale of 1 to 5, where would you put yourself?
Probably like structural rubbish, really. Put that as a 2.
Yeah. What about energy?
Yeah, I'd say they were all probably a 2, really.
Right, okay, cool. Yeah, because the thing is, it's like, and this is fitting with a lot of people that are in best jet bodies, because the thing is, we work with a certain type of person. Everyone within best jet bodies has been pretty much going to the gym, but just struggling to get the result they want. Do you know what I mean? And that's why I joined the team. You know, we have people that have been to the gym for a while and gone, I still am the best shape of my life. Like, what do I need to do? And that's well and sort of the same place together. So I appreciate you. What was the main reason for wanting to, like, when we
for me personally, I didn't join Best Jet Bodies really to lose really any body fat.
Yeah.
I think my main goal was that I wanted to get into the gym. I wanted to be strong, and I just needed that kind of that structure in the gym. That's that's basically it. I just wanted to be a gym girl. That was it. I wanted to be a gym girl. And I remember maybe a year before I'd seen this girl and one of my friends from school doing a photo shoot in like gym wear, and I was like, I want to do that. I can do that. Why can't I do that? So I wanted to get into the gym. I had obviously friends like Lily and stuff like that that went to the gym, and I was like, I want to do that. I can do that. That was really, and obviously to look good as well.
Yeah. So for those of you that don't know, I used to coach a girl called Lily, and Lily and I are pretty good friends, and it's funny because me and Anna was having this conversation maybe like 5 or 6 weeks ago, something like that. And oh no, it was a little bit more. I think it was actually coming up to like the year anniversary.
Hey.
And Anna had messaged me basically saying, "Hey George, my mate Lily, I can't. Was
it the first message I sent you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Around like Christmas time, and then it will come in December. I think I'm like, hi Jordan, my friend Lily Doll has recommended you as a personal trainer to get me into the gym. Like, I need some help with like my structure and like diet and stuff. Can you help? Yeah.
And then the history, but literally that's the thing about taking it on yourself and going, you know, I've done this other stuff in the past. I've done Courtney Black's workout or whatever. I've had personal trainers in the past. Why should I trust you? And you reached out, and like a year down the line, you are so confident in the gym. Like those putting in Mighty Networks with you going, oh, like, I know it was a little bit back now, Anna, but it just shows how far you've come. You were like, normally I wouldn't use a bench in between like 2 guys if they were using a bench. Like, you went in, you bossed it. There's even guys that when you send me videos through of your training that are probably looking at you thinking, gee, fuck, I can't even shoulder press that.
Yeah. Even today, guys were watching me and they were like, Jesus, like, you're like strong. I'm like, yeah, I know. Like, guys like wanting to spot me and stuff. Like, it's. I remember before I joined, like when I was looking to get a coach, personal trainer, I remember Lily saying like, oh, like Jordan and Becky, they've come out of personal training now and they're doing the online coaching. She was like, oh, I don't know what online coaching is like, and I was like, oh, I've not heard about that. And then I remember I was looking at like the Best Yet Bodies Instagram, and one of my old I hadn't spoke to her for years, but she's called Emily. She used to be with Best Yet Bodies. She, I don't know, I think it was right at the beginning. I think you must have trained her at the unit in Honley. What's she called? Emily Stone, I think she's called. Yeah, like I knew her from high school.
She's back in. She needs a little bit more direction, so she's basically come back in.
So yes, I'd obviously seen the transformation she'd had, and then I was looking at everybody else's, and I was like, "This is it. I've got to get in on this." And I was looking at all the photo shoot pictures, and I'm like, "Yeah, this is where I need to be. This is what I want to do."
Yeah, that's Anna. And just while we're touching the whole online coaching side of things, because literally man and the dog is literally an online coach now. Like, and it drains the life out of me. Like, I scroll through TikTok and I see 14-year-old girls and guys going, "Oh yeah, I'm an online coach," and it actually cringes me out to even put myself in that bracket. Like, I don't like to put myself in that bracket. When anyone asks what I do, I'm like, I get into the best shape of their lives, and I help them crush some limiting beliefs along the way and do shit that they thought they'd never do. Like, I don't go, "I'm an online coach," because it literally sends a shiver up my spine. But because obviously it is online, Anna, and I know that we do calls like this, like, did you have any hesitations before you sort of like signed up at all?
Oh yeah, definitely. Because I remember thinking that. So how does an online coach work? Like, because they're actually not in the gym with you. So how do you know what you're supposed to do? And how do you know if you're doing it right? And but like when you have a personal trainer face to face, obviously they can talk you through stuff. But when it's online, you're not even going to see them. So what's the point in? Like, how are you going to get results from just doing it online? And people still. Like, I think I've surprised a lot of people, especially at work. People at work obviously see what I post online and stuff like that, and they're like, but how do you do that if you've got an online coach, if it's not like face to face? So then I have to go through it with them. I'm like, how? Actually, I think it's better than having it.
And what would you put that down to, Anna? I'm literally not going to put anything in you, like no words in your mouth here. What would you put you, like, being a gym pro down to? Like, what would you actually say that it was? Like, yes, like, obviously you said that, like, with the online coaching side of things, and people still say to you now, but how does it even work? Like, what do you even get? Like, what's involved? Like, would you say that that's where you are because you've had the structure, you have the accountability sort of thing?
Yeah, no, yeah, that's it. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I'd agree. The structure, definitely the support from like you both, and then just all the knowledge and all the workshops you've done and that I've listened to, and then like the feedback from like my form at the gym and everything. All down to you guys. I wouldn't be in the position where I am now if it weren't for you, Tim.
Yeah, no, I honestly really appreciate that. But also, you've got to give yourself a massive pat on the back as well, because you're the one that turns up to these calls. You're the one that turns up to the gym. Like, and this is why a lot of people think I need a personal trainer. Like, because I'm like, the best that has happened to me since I've stopped personal training and started online, but starting coaching people, is I am not in the gym meeting Anna. Anna is this shit herself. She is building that proof up within herself to go to the gym, to live that happy, healthy lifestyle, because she's not having to get dragged to the gym. I can't make her go to the gym. Anna turns up to the gym because she knows that that's where the results lay, in training hard, in showing up for herself. Do you know what I mean? Yes, she's got the accountability with us, but second to that, she's making the decisions at the end of the day. She's making the decisions to turn up to the call. She's making the decisions to go to the gym. She's making the decisions to be accountable to her nutrition. And people want the hand holding all the time. And if you get your hand held all the time, you never get the results that you want, because you're always dependent on someone else. So that, Anna. Give us, Jesus, we could definitely list at least 30.
Oh my God, we'll be here all night.
But Anna, like, give us like 3 of your biggest wins since joining the team.
Like anything, like strength or like
anything. I'm just start writing some down. So
well, there's so many things. There's physical, there's a win. So I'm like, I look 10 out of 10 now. And I can actually say that. Obviously, I'm stronger than ever been. Like, I'm squatting like 30 kilograms. I'm like hip thrusting 180. Then there's obviously like the photo shoot I've done the 10K runs, and then like just like other wins is just showing up to the gym, being confident, can go in the weight section in a crop top, in leggings, like just not giving a fuck about who's looking. I'm just focusing on me. Other wins, I think it's not even just the gym, it's just like the whole life has just changed in like general. Like it's not just even just the gym, it's like my structure, and like I'm waking up early, I'm eating healthy, I'm going out, I'm doing all the self-care stuff, and yeah, learning to like, I don't know, just doing things that like benefit me.
Yeah, love that. Where did you go last weekend?
Walking, I did a walk with my mum.
Yeah, so Matt, listen to this, right? Man told last weekend, and then the weekend before, well, sort of before, where were you?
Lakes,
Yeah,
living
life. Just what were you doing when you were in the lakes, Anna?
So when I was in I always been into hiking. I always do like a good hike. So I went to obviously the BYB challenge. The challenge was to win a spa retreat. So I said to myself at the beginning of Jan, I was like, right, I'm going to win this challenge. And I remember I wrote a list. I was like, right, what do you want to achieve in January? You want to win the BYB challenge. And how are you going to do it? You're going to show up to the gym, you're going to get your steps in, and you're going to do all these things to win it. So then in January, I booked hotels and like a spa retreat in the Lake District to go by myself, which I'd never done anything like that before. And I said, right, I'm gonna like that's gonna be like my little solo retreat, and it's gonna be my little kind of rest, few days from the gym, and I'm just gonna go on loads of hikes. So whilst I was in the lakes, I went to the spa on my own. I did like a sunrise hike all in the snow up like loads of different mountains up at the top of lakes in Keswick. I was going out for like meals by myself. I was just doing like nice walks. I did a run. I woke up at like 6 a.m. for a run. Would I have done that a year ago? No. But am I doing it now? Yeah. Why? Because it makes me feel good. And plus, I'm training for a half marathon. So I got to put the.
Yeah, just stuff that we just love to hear. Honest to God, like that, and you know what? Like the biggest thing that you can take out of that, guys, is goal setting. Yeah, Anna set a goal that she was going to win the January that we had out. All right. And then from there, she was like, right, what do I need to be doing on a weekly basis to win this challenge? What are the things that I need to be doing? And then when I win the challenge, when I get the result that I want, how am I going to celebrate it? Attach an emotion to it. I'm going to go to the Lake District. I'm going to have a massage. I'm also going to book the spa treatment in as well. So there's the goal. There's what do you need to do to get there. There's attaching an emotion to it as well. It's literally as simple as that. Like it's like becoming a millionaire. I want to become a millionaire. Okay, sweet. What are the steps you're going to put in place to become a millionaire? And when you're a millionaire, what are you going to do to celebrate the fact that you're a millionaire? Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's literally as simple as that. But the fact that Anna wouldn't have done that for herself like a year ago is just massive. Like, I know that Anna a year ago wouldn't have got up in the morning and done a sunrise run, wouldn't have probably taken some self care time out for herself, wouldn't take the rest that she did take to make sure that she's, you know, getting back on track with a trainer or whatever it is. But like, look at all these. Like I say, three biggest wins. Like I've got so much stuff wrote down here compared to sort of like here we have no structure, no energy, no consistency, no accountability. You know, 30-day challenges. We had PT sessions that were having no structure, no goal setting, bad communication, burning calories for food, not knowing what to eat, anxious in the gym, in the free weight section, doing Instagram workouts, turning up to the gym, not knowing what to do. Now she's turning up and she, you know, just on absolute fire.
Just on a different level.
Yeah.
And I hope you don't mind me mentioning this, Anna, but you went, didn't you? You went through a breakup, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, so you quite easily could have gone the complete other
Oh,
direction.
100%. And if anything, I was looking, it's weird. So, yeah, that was about 6 months ago. And it's weird. When I was, you know, the WhatsApp group we used to have, I was going through all my old like videos from like before. And like, obviously, I've been with BYB for like 14 months. But if I look at the first 6 months to the second 6 months, after that breakup, I feel like I've just absolutely just gone like above and beyond, like training at the gym, like that kind of energy, that like anger or whatever, I've just thrown it all into the gym, and like I'm training hard, and I feel like now I'm just
Yeah. 100%. And again, you had, like you did at the start, Anna, you had an option there to go, do you know what? Fuck this. And use the excuse of going, oh, you know, I'm on this breakup, like not breakup diet, but I've broken up, so I'm just going to go out and eat whatever and not actually look after yourself, or show up for yourself.
Well,
Yeah.
you were doing both, weren't you? You were like a bit of partying phase.
Oh
like
my God, yeah.
Still rocking up at the gym the next
Yeah,
day.
I know. I was looking through my videos on my phone, and so that, I mean, before the breakup, I was obviously in a bad space anyway. And I remember after that breakup, I've got a video of me in the gym, hip thrusting 150 kg, because regardless of what's going through, still showing up, keeping consistent.
Yeah.
Because that's what makes me feel good. You know what I mean?
And Anna's so much stronger than her ex-man as well.
Oh my God, absolutely, yes.
Anna B, while we're on gym sessions, how many are you doing per week?
So at the minute, I'm doing 3 full body sessions, and then I'm doing 2 runs a week.
And how is the half marathon training going?
It's going good so far. I booked half marathon, I think it may be in November or so. So then we had like a running plan set up, and I was doing quite well with the running. I was going like 14k without stopping. Then I got ill at the beginning of February with this nasty virus. I think Becky's had one as well. So it threw me off for like the whole of February, and I thought, oh my God, how long is this going to go on for? Because I need to crack on, get running. So then now I think the past 2 weeks I'm slowly getting back into the running. But at the minute I am having a few challenges with that inner voice that's just like putting me down. But I'm keeping going. But at the minute that's just a bit annoying me at the minute, and I don't know how to get rid of it.
Yeah, and do you know what? You know, you don't have to get rid of it, Anna. It's probably always going to be there.
Yeah.
It happens to me all the time. Like, it literally crops up all the time. But this is like, you actually get in your head. Like, and I know everyone's got it. Like Sean's got it. Steve's got it. People that are on the call, Jenny's got it. Like, this is the thing. Every single person has it. I have it all the time, where you go, I've had a hard day at work. It's been long. It would be easier to go back home right now. Like, of course, yes, it would. Do you know what? I've worked hard today. That voice is always there. Don't ever expect that voice to, because it really will not go away.
It definitely might be quieter in parts of your life, but then also it'll be there.
Yeah, especially.
I definitely feel like in running, it's there more often. But then you get to that you run, don't you, where it just everything goes and you feel like you just, you know, if I'm running, that runner's high or whatever they call it, you just feel like free and great. And like today, that voice came when I was doing them Bulgarian split squats, which I hate. But it was there, and I remember it was like on my last few reps, and I was like, and I remember I saw a quote on Instagram, like, either go like all in or not all, and I'm like, no, I'm going for it, get my reps in regardless if like my legs are like shaking and want to quit. Like, no, you're doing it.
I always have a bit of an argument with myself in my head.
Yeah, and I think sometimes I end up talking to myself, and I'm like, we're gonna think like, who is she talking to?
Why do you think that voice crops up, Anna? Like, why do you think it crops up?
Oh, I have no idea. It's probably just like, maybe it's like inner kind of set like insecurities, maybe, or like maybe is it telling me that I can't do it? I don't know.
Yeah, I'll tell you why it crops up, because you're doing hard shit.
Yeah.
It wants the easy option.
Yeah, wants the easy option. Yeah. So
Actually, I remember you said that the other day. Did you literally say it today or something? And then I remember when I was doing the reps today, I remember thinking Jordan said that if you can hear that voice, it means you're going in hard. So you're going to do it. So you're doing the work.
Yeah. When you go to the cinema, all right, or when you're just chilling, sat on your sofa, that voice don't come in your head and go, oh, this is hard. It only comes in when you're doing a heavy set of Bulgarian split squats, or you're doing a runner or something like that. When you are doing hard stuff, that voice comes in your head that goes, yeah, you need to stop this. But on the other side of that, that's where growth comes from. Not only because you've got a PB in your Bulgarian split squats or in your 5K or whatever, but because you've literally just won that inner battle with yourself. And the more that you can win that inner battle with yourself, the more you build up that proof. You're going, do you know what? I can fucking always do better this. I always got one more rep in the tank, or I've always got a little bit faster on that last kilometre of the run. That's because they're the bits, that 1% are the bits that compound over time that make that huge difference. I'm glad you touched on that, Anna. When do you do your meal prep?
Well, there's not a set day because obviously I work shifts. It's whenever I've got like a free day, really. There's not every Sunday or every like Wednesday. It's just like whenever. Like at the minute, I haven't meal prepped for the upcoming days because I've got a few days off. But like, for example, I'm working at the weekend, so then I'll meal prep tomorrow.
Yeah, cool.
Days.
And what are your meals looking like at the minute, Anna?
Well, it's like a typical day. Obviously, I've got always protein oats in the morning with fruit. And then lunchtime normally is either a chicken or a tuna wrap. Normally it's some kind of wrap. Or sometimes maybe a jacket potato, depending. And then and that's always with a protein yogurt as well. Then my evening meal is some kind of meat. So if it's salmon, chicken, beef, it's like minced beef or beef burger, and it'll be like with either pasta, rice, with then veg.
Yeah, love that. Yeah, that's perfect. So if you look at all them, she's got protein in her lunch. She's got protein with whatever what tutors and which is absolutely epic. And the thing is, for Anna as well, like learning about like the nutrition is an on for Anna, which she'll more than freely say. But this is so much more structured compared to like previous when you had no nutrition, and it's about flipping it now from doing like 30-day challenges and Instagram workouts to going, right, I've got a photo shoot coming up and also I'm training for a half marathon. So I need my food to be on point if I'm doing 3 gym sessions and 2 runs a week. Not necessarily 100% on point, but you need some sort of consistency with it. If not, it's like you're going to hit a wall with like your energy and your recovery and things like that. And you wouldn't be as strong as you are, Anna, if you'd have carried on just eating Marmite and cheese or whatever it was.
I don't know how bad is that. And I definitely do think, so when I was going through that breakup, obviously I'd been renovating my house myself. So obviously I've moved out of my parents' house, so I was living on my own. So I definitely feel like the past like 7 months, even more so with my nutrition, I've had to do it all myself. But yeah, because like when I was living at my parents, my mum's veggie, so there was only like she'd obviously cook chicken and stuff, but like with seasoning and stuff, she weren't really. Whereas now I've got the whole kitchen to myself, and like if Shan will definitely listen back to this call and start laughing, but now I'm Gordon Ramsay, but like I'm getting there with it. I've done really well, and that air fryer is amazing as well that I've got.
Yeah, big shout out to Shan who's on the call as well.
Shan gave me a little cooking lesson on how to like chop onions and stuff.
Yeah, a little chef lesson, love that. Your sleep, Anna, can be a little bit all over the place from time to time with your shift work, but just tell us a little bit what it's like. Like, what do you try to keep your schedule on?
So if I'm on, so for example, I'm on day shifts for the next few weeks, so ideally I'd go to bed around 10:30, 10, and I'll wake up around about 7:30. Yeah, around 7:30. But that's on my days off. Sorry, I'm on a day shift. Obviously I'll wake up at 6, and then I won't be getting home till 9 at night. And then I'll go to bed for like 10. Then when I'm on night shifts, it's all a little bit of a mess there because obviously you're working during the nights. Nights I'll probably go to sleep at 9 in the morning and then wake up at 1 in the afternoon, so I only get 4 hours to then make use of the day. And then go to sleep at 10 at night, but obviously it don't always work.
Yeah, do you know, I always respect people so much that do shift work like that. Like whatever work you're in and you do day shifts, night shifts, or whatever it is, like I fully respect that because again, getting into that inner clock, that circadian rhythm inside, like it can be affected so much. So I want you to know that fully take my hat off to people that really do dictate what they are doing with the time, where it's getting spent, when they are sleeping, when they're going to the gym and stuff like that. So yeah, but I want to say as well, Anna, you've nailed that aspect of it. So keep doing that. General day-to-day movement, I'm not going to touch on that because you're active. And I know you go on walks, like you go on your hikes. You're obviously doing 3 full body sessions, and you're doing 2 runs and stuff like that. Just while we're here, though, Anna, do you on top of your steps? Like, do you look at your watch at all, or what?
I just make sure that I go on like a daily walk every day. So like regardless, if I'm on a day shift, I don't have time. I won't go walk obviously because by the time I get home and stuff, it's late and stuff. But other than that, like I'll always make sure I get at least a good hour walk in, plus either a gym session or a run.
Yeah, sweet. What are the main obstacles do you think you've overcome so far?
What obstacles? Break up.
Yeah.
Moving house.
Yeah.
Shifts, shift work.
These are the things that we don't necessarily think about, and we'll go, wow, we've overcome all these obstacles that literally could have just stopped us in our tracks. Break up, moving house, things a little bit hectic, shift work, just getting out of routine constantly. Obstacles that you still face, shift
still
work.
fits.
What was that?
Yeah, shift work. Yeah, that's still an obstacle.
Do you find yourself facing, and you don't have to name 3 here, Anna, but do you find yourself facing like any other obstacles throughout the week at all, or not? Would you say that's your biggest one?
No, that's the biggest one, obviously, because I don't have any kids or anything like that.
Yeah.
No, that's probably like the main one, I'd say.
Yeah, cool. Exciting goals are we working towards this year?
So many. So we've got that photo shoot in May. I've got half marathon in May. Got 3 peak challenge in August. Hopefully gonna maybe do the FX Games or High Rocks this year. Other goals. Strength goals. I want to get up to 90 kilogram squats. I want to get 200 on the hip thrust. I want to do some more pull-ups unassisted. Did I mention the half marathon? I think I did. Also, funnily enough, my dad keeps going on about this coal carrying race.
Right.
I don't know where it is in Kirklees or something. So I've signed up for that. Apparently, I'm on the waiting list. Yeah, you literally have a bag of coal on your back and you run like a killing man. I know, yeah. So I'm on the reserve list for that. And then I've got holiday goals. So I'm going to Rome, hopefully, for my birthday next month. So it's my 26th birthday next month, and I'm having a housewarming party, but it's like housewarming / birthday party. And then hopefully going to Ibiza in August. And then the massive thing out of it all is I've always wanted to go to Australia and travel. And in the past, I've done nursing placements over in Cambodia, and then I've been to Thailand last year with my friend. And obviously going through this breakup, which was massive because I've been with him for like 10 years. Obviously, I'd always done stuff. Well, had I done stuff together? Not really. It was always me anyway. And I always wanted to do nursing somewhere else. And I spoke about Australia for so long. And then I remember people at work in January were like, why don't you just do it? And I was like, do you know what? Why don't I? So I'm to Australia to work in November. So I'm moving over there. I'm going to travel up the East Coast for 6 weeks and then work out in Australia in Sydney. Hopefully for a year, 6 months to a year. And then depending if I come back, apparently people say that I'm going to marry or like get a surfer dude or something. I don't know. But then hopefully after the year, I'll do a bit of traveling when I come back to Bali, Thailand. Because obviously I've still got my house here. And come back. And there's a High Rocks as well in Sydney. So 100% we'll be doing that when I'm over there. Yeah, all exciting stuff. And then I've got other goals, like I want to do the sunrise hike to in.
Hold on.
I know, you're going to run out of room. And then obviously, I just kind of want, like for the shoot, I want to look good for the shoot and just keep up my structure. Don't know if there's any other goals. I'm trying to think. I've got like a mood board upstairs of like loads of stuff.
Like that's just so incredible to see, instead of when people just like, oh yeah, I just want to lose 3 pounds or whatever. Like that is like what you should be aiming for right there.
fucking hell, like when I speak to people and they're like, yeah, I just want to lose 5 pounds. I'm like, all right, fucking hell, boring. Like, what else have you do? What are you doing with your life? Come on, let's live a little bit. What have we got here? Jesus Christ, are we living here, Anna? Like, this is amazing. But honestly, that's what it is. Like, you look back at like your photo album in your phone, and you go, after you've done this, you're like, shit, like I've accomplished and I've done so much. Like this right here, to me, is truly living. Do you know what I mean? Like you've got health and fitness goals in there. You've got lifestyle goals in there, like you know, your housewarming party, going on holiday and things like that. Then you've got like work goals where you go into Australia that could literally, I'll probably just tell you this right now, you're definitely not coming home. Yeah, we'll come to visit you. Yeah, gosh, I love that, Anna. Love that. I'm actually in love with all that.
And also, there is work goals as well. So obviously, I've done loads of like training and stuff in like life support and stuff. So I'm on like some more courses to be like an instructor to actually teach people, other nurses and doctors, about like advanced like for children who are critically unwell. And then my goal in the future, ideally, is to work for Embrace, which is like the transport service that we use to transport children who are like really unwell to ICU and stuff. So like the main tertiary centres are like Leeds and Manchester. So for example, if your child's unwell in Halifax, then it's like an ambulance service that you then your child to the area. So that's a goal, work related wise.
Yeah, awesome. Anna, do you know where you'll be working in Sydney?
Hopefully, Sydney Children's. That's the goal.
Yeah, because I know that there's a place. It's in Randwick. There's a suburb in Sydney called Randwick.
Oh right, there's I think the children's hospitals. I think there's a few different ones. I chose Sydney because I feel like that's the main bit, but then now I speak to other people, everyone's like, you could go Melbourne, you could go Perth, you could go Queensland. I'm like, oh my god, where do I even go? But I think Sydney's a good starting point. And there's loads of girls on TikTok and stuff that I've spoke to who I don't know that are just nurses out there, and they've given me lots of advice, and the life just looks insane.
It's literally so
you live in Sydney for a bit.
6 months we lived in Sydney.
It's insane.
Yeah, 6 months.
3 months in Brisbane.
Yeah, but Sydney, I'd 100% recommend Sydney. You're gonna love it out there.
You get the city and the beach all within distance.
Yeah, sounds amazing.
Right, Anna B, you are a legend.
My hero.
You are nailing it. And the thing is, as well, about all of this, you don't just want the best sort of like for yourself, but you want the best for everyone around you as well. Like the energy that you give off to people within Mighty Networks is I know Sean's a good mate of yours who's on the team as well, but when you've done like the photo shoots, just the whole energy and aura that you do bring around yourself, Anna, is on a different level. So I just want to say it again, like, just like everyone on the team, but the people that we do these hot seats with as well, you are genuinely just such an amazing person to have on the team.